Welcome to 50 Nights of Fright. I'm Tommy with my co-host
Christian.
All right, today's film is The Wicker Man. Not the Nicolas Cage film. No, this is the original with Christopher Lee. A great film about, just a cop looking for a missing child.
Yes.
Goes to an island and is welcomed with open arms. What did you think of the film? Like, what was going on in your head when you watched it?
So, I had no issues with the film. It's just, and I'm sure it was set up like this.
Mm-hmm.
I had a feeling of unease just throughout the entirety of the film.
Very intentional on that, yeah.
Right, yeah. And so, especially whenever it gets to certain parts of the film, good lord. But yeah, there's just that big. There wasn't a moment where I was like calm.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like
something's
good
wrong
Lord,
here.
what's gonna happen next?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Now, as someone who grew up in a cult on an island, no, I didn't. I did grow up in a small town. I definitely understand how people can come to this new area, feel that sense of unease, like everybody's in this, they've got a secret and you're not quite in on it. So throughout the film, we're following Sergeant Howie on this investigation, and he's looking for this girl, but at any point did you ever feel like this girl actually is missing, or are these people all hiding what happened to her from?
So I wasn't sure at first. But then whenever it got to wherever they were in the pub,
mm-hmm.
and there were all of the pictures on the wall.
Yeah,
and then of course one of them being missing.
Yeah, their harvest of that year.
So there was that suspicion of, is she okay?
Yeah.
Is she like, because again it just wasn't there, and so that's where my thought process went towards.
Now, how about those songs?
Yeah, like, dude, was I in a musical? Just like secret horror
very
musical.
Dark musical. I love all the music in this movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it was just like every other part.
There was
somebody was singing something, and then just
that 70s filmmaking right there. Now, Wicker Man, by all accounts, should not exist right now. Because after it was released, British censorship basically destroyed almost every known copy of the film because they saw it as too disturbing to be seen by the public.
Right, because having that cult influence.
Yeah, during this very height of satanic panic in the 70s, right. Oh, this is evil. What you're watching is truly horrific stuff.
Right, good old 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that fear
of satanic propaganda.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which, they are not satanic. No, they actually are. They're pagan, absolutely. But which you'd think that the British would be more cool with, because that's all that, they were for the longest time. Was they had all these pagan rituals. How did you feel seeing all of them go through these various rituals, like the dancing around the pole and
Sergeant Howie going on that stroll and just, that's a thing. And so it was...
sex education was very different in the 70s.
Absolutely it was. And just it's that kind of cult.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a movie that I have to be in the right mindset to sit down and watch, because it does have that just long periods of unease, because you are in general Western society these days, we're so used to very different cultural norms and interacting with people, but this one is intentionally set up to where you feel like an outsider watching this happen to Howie as he's doing this investigation.
All right, guys, everybody strip and then jump over the fire.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Those rituals are just not something that we're super used to. So I do enjoy this movie. It's considered the Citizen Kane of horror films.
I was thinking that there was gonna be some, because of the kind of stuff that was going on.
Mhm.
I was thinking maybe is there gonna be some witchcraft stuff too? Like I wasn't 100% sure.
Mhm.
Just how I was experiencing it.
Mhm.
I was thinking that maybe there's maybe some like quote unquote magic aspects to the cult as well.
Well, wait. Let's go ahead and discuss like the very ending where they do sacrifice Howie. They put him in this big wicker man and they light it on fire. It's for their crops. They believe that a sacrifice will ensure them to have a good healthy crop the next year if it's not good the year before. So
Right.
that could, in a sense,
in the thought process of like, we did it, it failed horribly.
Mhm.
Let's get somebody that's not from the island.
Yes, yeah.
And let's go from that. And then whenever Sergeant Howie is trying like, oh yeah, if this fails again, they're gonna turn on you.
Next, yeah.
They're gonna turn on you next.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh no, but it won't fail.
Yeah.
It's not gonna fail, dude.
And the movie kind of does end on that. So there is a remake of this, starring Nicolas Cage.
Good old Nicky Cage.
That one is a 10 out of 10 film. Absolutely, it's actually too good for 50 Nights of Fright.
Not the bees.
No, not the bees.
What is that? What is that? What is it? Oh, no, not the bees!
So yeah, there is the remake. There's also a pseudo sequel called The Wicker Tree. It was one of Christopher Lee's kind of last films. It's not great, but it is out there. The writer director had been wanting to make a sequel to The Wicker Man since the 70s.
Did he reprise his role as
Lord Summerisle?
Yeah.
No, he's a different character.
Okay.
And it's not like an actual direct sequel,
Right.
but it is kind of it is that spiritual kind of shoot off from The Wicker Man. I recommend it only if you absolutely love The Wicker Man. You want to get back into this weird, uncanny feeling like something's just off on this island of pagan worshippers in modern day society. It's an interesting watch, I'll say that.
Right.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about The Wicker Man?
I'm definitely gonna give Wicker Man an 8.
Okay.
It is just that sense of unfeel definitely added onto it.
Mhm.
And so it's good to go in there not really knowing what's truly going on.
Yeah.
Sorry, by the way.
Yeah, you're not going to.
Spoilers, guys.
Oh, not the bees!
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a movie that I would recommend.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, you got any good horror movies that I should probably watch?
Boy, do I.
Boy, do we! Wicker Man definitely is gonna be.
So you feel comfortable saying it belongs in the lexicon of horror? This
absolutely.
It stands on its own.
Definitely.
Awesome. Good to hear. All right. That was The Wicker Man. Join us tomorrow where we discuss The Exorcist.